right, hello wine drinking people. We are back with more of what I had to drink yesterday. And another good friend in the store, Greg with the Crimson Group. I represent several small wineries in California, Oregon, Willamette Valley Vineyards, Pine Ridge, the very first winery that I ever visited on my first trip to California. So this wine will always have a special place with me. And the wine's always very good. The late, great Gary Andrus founded this winery, and we've done several events with him throughout the years. His wife, Nancy, also great people. Ex-wife, sorry, before he passed away, remarried several years before that. Anyways, the Chenin Blanc, one of the few Chenin Blancs you'll find coming from Napa Valley, a little Viognier thrown in there for good measure. This 2010 vintage, a good little wine, and nice red apple, white flower fruit, a little light perfume, tangerine, citrus fruit, light and tangy on the palate with a slight green note to the finish, light orange blossom perfume there as well. A good little wine, like I said, $12.75. Chamisal Chardonnay from the Central Coast. This is stainless Chardonnay. I don't know why people don't like oak. For some reason, people think that oak is not good with Chardonnay, and, well, I tend to like Chardonnay a little better with oak. With that said, this is a nice, cool climate Chardonnay. No oak, no mallow, so kind of a honey green apple and peach, white peach fruit with a steely note, good intensity. Nice amount of that fruit showing up on the palate. That's all there is there's no spice from the oak there. And a bit of minerality showing up on the finish. Very good juice for $15 and for an unoaked Chardonnay. All right, the Archery Summit Pinot Noir Premier Cuvée, the winery that Gary Andrus founded. A blend of fruit from 5 estate vineyards, 5 different clones. Lovely, pretty black raspberry fruit on the nose. Lovely floral bouquet. Some exotic spices showing through there as well. Nice complexity on the nose. A good amount of that raspberry, black raspberry fruit showing on the tongue with some pretty floral notes. Again, some exotic spice. Some good acidity, though, keeping things fresh on the finish, as well as a nice amount of spice. Excellent juice at $50. It should be. All right, the Pine Ridge Cabernet Sauvignon Forefront. This is a new product they've created to kind of, fill the gap in that $20 price range, which you just can't do with the Napa Valley cab like Pine Ridge. The wines definitely, have a more prestige kind of label. So they've created this Forefront, a blend of Napa, Lake, San Luis Obispo County fruit, some fine herbs here showing, some currant berry fruit on the nose, some toasty oak spice, I like coffee note as well. A good amount of that sweet currant and cherry fruit on the tongue with smooth tannins, and some of that herbal note showing in on the finish. A good little Cabernet at $20. And then the Seghesio Zinfandel. This family just sold out. They couldn't keep things together. Pete was just in town. Seghesio, we've done several events with him throughout the years. A really nice guy. Good to see he's transitioning with this Crimson Wine Group and out there helping to sell the wine still with his family namesake on it. But they're always one of the best Zinfandels from California. I know I'm not a big Zinfandel guy, but Seghesio's always more of a balanced style and still had some tannic structure to them where they could age. This wine's got lovely bright raspberry and black raspberry fruit on the nose. Highlights of fresh flowers, red licorice spice, some sweet tobacco notes as well. Lovely sweet cherry liqueur fruit on the tongue with a nice freshness and balance for a Zinfandel. And yes, has some tannins and some structure here. A very good little wine for $22. All right, that's what I had to drink with the folks from the Crimson Wine Group. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.